Most people think making friends is about first impressions, but the truth is, it's about what you say last that counts. Your closing line can put you on the path to friendship or ensure you part ways forever. You've probably tried something like this before. Hey, let's grab coffee sometime. Yeah. Let's be real, grabbing coffee almost never happens. Most people say yes just to be polite, and then nothing. So what if I told you there's a much better way? A way to invite people into your life where they actually want to show up. After testing this hundreds of times, I figured out how to turn quick conversations into real friendships. Every single time. So let's dive in. When you ask someone to coffee, you're asking them out on a friend date. Friend dates tend to go very poorly because there's no social script for them. There's unclear expectations on both sides, and you have to figure that out together in a really awkward partner dance. Right away, you're asking them to figure out some time in their schedule that matches with yours to have this one-on-one interaction. You're asking for a lot of commitment right from the get-go. Plus, there's probably some unclear intentions. Is this a casual hangout? Are you asking for a networking favor? Or is this an actual date? A lot of times they have no idea. And they also have to take on a lot of risk. Let's say you go out together and you don't hit it off. Well, then they might be stuck without an exit strategy. That's why so many times people will agree in the moment, you'll exchange Instagrams, but neither of you will ever follow through. So rather than asking them to invest time and effort into meeting you again, you need to flip the script and make them an offer instead of a request. Instead of saying, will you go out of your way to meet me? Say, here's something cool I already do. Want in? Instead of asking for their time, you're inviting them into something fun with much less pressure. That's where anchor events come in. Anchor events are recurring social activities that give you a natural way to invite new people into your social life. Rather than trying to schedule awkward coffee meetups, you create or join a structured social activity that happens regularly, daily, weekly, bi-weekly, or at least monthly. They include multiple people to remove the one-on-one pressure, and they have a built-in entertainment or shared focus, like a game, a sport, or some kind of activity. Anchor events work so well because they remove all of the friction of friend dates and make it easy for people to say yes. Because they're recurring, there's no immediate commitment required, and they can show up when ready. And because there's other people around, that gives you some social proof that you're not a psycho. And they can also bring a friend if it makes them feel more comfortable. Plus, they don't have to just hang out with you. They can meet the other people there and experience a fun activity. The actual format of your anchor event doesn't matter nearly as much as the consistency. And there's many different options you can choose from. For example, you could host monthly house parties like I do in Austin, host weekly walking clubs, or go to bi-weekly game nights. You could host recurring dinner gatherings or supper clubs, go to social sports leagues, book clubs, dance classes, or hobby meetups, or maybe even have a standing nail salon appointment. For example, when I moved to Austin, I didn't try to set up coffee dates with new people. Instead, I started hosting monthly house parties. Every time I met someone interesting, I'd simply invite them to the next one. Some came right away, some started a few months later. But over time, this small event turned into a powerful vehicle for making friends and maintaining relationships. The key is picking something that you already enjoy doing, so it's sustainable even if only a couple people show up at first. Now back to our closing line. Here's the simple line I use every time I meet someone I want to see again. By the way, I host house parties about once a month. You seem really cool. Would you mind if I invite you to one sometime? I'm not exaggerating when I say no one has ever told me no. This phrasing is ridiculously effective because it's an offer, not a request. They're not doing you a favor, you're inviting them to something fun. It validates them, you're making it clear that you find them interesting. It removes commitment pressure. Saying yes doesn't mean they have to come right away. And it gives them time. If they're busy, they can just join the next one. And it creates social proof. The mention of a group makes it feel more inviting and less intense. So here's how to follow up. Getting the yes is only step one. You need to follow up at the right time. If your event is soon, send the invite right away. If it's weeks away, wait until a few days before to remind them. The key is consistency. Because my event is monthly, I'm never more than a couple weeks away from giving them a real invite. That makes it timely and actionable. So here's a couple example alternative scripts. Hey, a few of us meet every Friday morning to write together at Medici. You seem really thoughtful. Would you like to join us sometime? Or every Saturday I go on this amazing group walk around the lake, and we usually grab tacos after. You've got great energy. Would you be interested in joining sometime? The key is to use your anchor event to invite them to something amazing. So the next time you meet someone cool, don't let the moment slip away. Forget the awkward, we should grab coffee sometime, and instead use an anchor event to make seeing them again effortless. Friendships grow from shared spaces, not forced one-on-one invites. This system has completely changed the way that I make friends, and I promise it'll work for you too. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, and if you want more friendship building strategies, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.